Hi everyone, glad to see you again. Today we have something informative lined up for you. If you like my video, don't forget to share and subscribe, and for more tech insights. Cyber defense. Before we dive into the world of phone cybersecurity, let's get one thing straight. This information is for you to protect yourself, not to harm others. Think of it like learning self-defense. You learn how to protect yourself from potential threats, not to go out and start fights. The same principle applies here. Use this knowledge responsibly to enhance your own security and that of your loved ones. Remember, with great power comes great responsibility. Our phones are more than just communication devices. They hold our photos, messages, financial information, and so much more. It's like carrying around a digital treasure chest in our pockets. But just like a real treasure chest, we need to protect our phones from those who might want to steal what's inside. Cybersecurity is all about putting locks and safeguards on that treasure chest. Think about it. You wouldn't leave your house unlocked with valuables inside, would you? The same goes for your phone. So, who are these digital bandits we need to watch out for? In today's interconnected world, cybercriminals are becoming more sophisticated and varied. They can be lone hackers working from their basements, organized crime groups, or even state-sponsored actors. Each has their own methods and targets, but their goal is often the same: to exploit vulnerabilities for financial gain, data theft, or even political motives. One common threat is phishing. Think of it like a digital con artist trying to trick you into giving away your personal information. Phishing attacks can come in many forms, such as emails, text messages, or even phone calls. These messages often appear to be from legitimate sources like your bank, a popular online store, or even a colleague. The goal is to lure you into clicking a link or downloading an attachment that will compromise your security. They might send you fake emails or text messages that look official, hoping you'll click on a malicious link and hand over your passwords or credit card details. These links can lead to websites that look almost identical to the real ones, making it easy to be fooled. Once you enter your information, it goes straight to the cybercriminals. Always double-check the sender's email address and be wary of any urgent requests for personal information. Then there's malware, nasty software that can infect your phone, steal your data, or even take control of your device. Malware can be hidden in seemingly harmless apps, email attachments, or even websites. Once installed, it can monitor your activities, log your keystrokes, or even lock you out of your own device until you pay a ransom. Keeping your software updated and being cautious about what you download can help protect you from these threats. It's like a digital virus that can wreak havoc on your phone system. Just like biological viruses, digital viruses can spread quickly and cause significant damage. They can corrupt files, slow down your device, and even render it unusable. Using antivirus software and regularly scanning your device can help detect and remove these malicious programs before they cause too much harm. Remember, staying informed and vigilant is your best defense against these everyday cybersecurity threats. Don't worry, protecting your phone doesn't require a degree in computer science. One of the easiest and most effective things you can do is to set a strong, unique password or PIN for your phone. And don't stop there. Enable two-factor authentication whenever possible. This adds an extra layer of security by requiring you to enter a code from your phone to access your accounts. Think of it like having two locks on your door instead of just one. It might seem like a small step, but it can make a big difference in protecting your data. Wi-Fi wisdom, public networks, and your privacy. We've all been there. You're at a coffee shop or airport, and you need to connect to the Wi-Fi. But be warned, public Wi-Fi networks can be a haven for hackers. Imagine sending a postcard with your credit card details on it for everyone to see. That's what it's like using public Wi-Fi without protection. That's where a VPN, or virtual private network, comes in. A VPN creates a secure tunnel for your data, making it much harder for hackers to intercept your information. App permissions, giving away too much information. Have you ever downloaded an app and wondered why it needs access to your camera, microphone, or location? It's a common scenario that many of us face. We often download apps without giving much thought to the permissions they request. But have you ever stopped to think about why an app might need access to certain features of your phone? It's important to be mindful of the permissions you grant to apps. Each permission you grant is like opening a door to your personal information. Some apps might need these permissions to function properly. like a navigation app needing access to your location to provide accurate directions. Some apps might need certain permissions to function properly, but it's crucial to understand which permissions are genuinely necessary. For instance, a photo editing app might need access to your camera and photos, but why would a simple game need access to your contacts or microphone? But others might be collecting more data than necessary. This is where the issue of data privacy comes into play. Some apps might be collecting more data than they actually need, and this data could be used for purposes you might not be comfortable with, such as targeted advertising or even selling your information to third parties. Just like you wouldn't give your house keys to a stranger, you should be cautious about which apps you give access to your personal information. Think of your phone as your digital home. You wouldn't want just anyone to have the keys to your home, so why would you allow apps to have unrestricted access to your personal data? Be selective about which apps you give access to your personal information. Take the time to read through the permissions an app is requesting before you hit the Allow button. If something seems off or unnecessary, it's okay to deny that permission. Your privacy is in your hands. Take a moment to review the permissions you've granted. Go through your phone settings and check which apps have access to what. You might be surprised to find that some apps have more permissions than you remember granting, and revoke access to any that seem unnecessary or suspicious. It's a good practice to regularly audit your app permissions and make adjustments as needed. By doing this, you can ensure that your personal information remains secure and that you're not giving away more than you intend to. Remember, in the digital age, being informed and cautious is key to protecting your privacy. Don't be a sitting duck. Common mistakes to avoid. Now, let's talk about some common mistakes people make that can put their phone's security at risk. In today's digital age, our phones are treasure troves of personal information, from photos and messages to banking details and work emails. It's crucial to be aware of the pitfalls that can compromise this valuable data. One of the biggest no-nos is using the same password for multiple accounts. This is a common habit because it's easier to remember one password rather than several. However, this convenience comes at a high cost. If a hacker manages to crack that one password, they can gain access to all your accounts, leading to potential identity theft, financial loss, and a breach of your personal privacy. Think of it like using the same key for your house, car, and office. If someone gets hold of that one key, they have access to everything. It's a risky practice that can have severe consequences. Imagine the chaos if someone could unlock all your doors with a single key. The same principle applies to your digital life. Create strong, unique passwords for each of your important accounts to keep your data safe. A good password should be a mix of letters, numbers, and special characters. It should be something that isn't easily guessable. Using a password manager can help you keep track of these complex passwords without the need to remember each one individually. Another mistake is neglecting software updates. Many people find these updates annoying and tend to postpone them, not realizing the critical role they play in security. Ignoring these updates can leave your phone vulnerable to attacks. Updates often include security patches that fix vulnerabilities hackers could exploit. These patches are essential for protecting your phone against new threats that emerge regularly. By keeping your software up to date, you ensure that your phone has the latest defenses against potential breaches. Keep your phone's software up to date to ensure you have the latest protection. Regularly updating your phone not only enhances its performance but also fortifies its security. Make it a habit to check for updates and install them promptly. This simple action can go a long way in safeguarding your personal information and maintaining your phone's integrity. Staying ahead of the game. Cybersecurity is a journey, not a destination. Cybersecurity isn't a one-time thing. It's an ongoing process. As technology evolves, so do the methods hackers use to try to steal our data. That's why it's crucial to stay informed about the latest threats and best practices. Think of it like keeping your house secure. You wouldn't just lock your doors once and never think about it again, would you? You might install a security system, check your locks regularly, and be aware of your surroundings. Your phone, your responsibility. A final word. Your phone is a powerful tool, but it's also a responsibility. By taking some simple precautions and staying informed, you can significantly reduce the risk of becoming a victim of cybercrime. Remember, knowledge is power. Use the information you've learned today to protect yourself and your loved ones in the digital world. Stay safe, stay vigilant, and keep those digital treasures locked up tight. Thanks for watching and learning with us. Drop a comment below if you have any questions or suggestions for future videos. We value your feedback. Cyber Defense.